Okay, so here is our optional video, just going to go through some of these problems here, graphing. First thing you want to do, of course, is label your A, B's, and C's. So A is -1. B, B is actually not here, so it is C. Oh, sorry, so it is 0. And C is not there either, so it's 0. This one's really easy for us. Okay, right off the bat, we know this is standard form, so we have the point 0, 0 as our y-intercept. Boom. Okay, the vertex. Vertex is -b over 2a. Well, if we plot that guy there, so -b is really -0 over 2 times -1. Well, that's just 0. If we substitute that back in, y equals -0 squared. Oh no, we get 0. So the vertex is at 0, 0. That doesn't help us because it's the same point. So what I will do here is then make the x and y table. Again, I recommend doing so in your calculator. If you put 0, 0 from the vertex in the middle, we want values larger and smaller. So like 1, maybe 2, -1, and maybe -2. From the calculator, you should get some nice values here. You get the value -1 and 1, and also 1 and 1. And then for 2, you should have 4, -4, sorry, and -4. And likewise, these should both be negative as well. So here and here. And then -2 squared is 4, negative. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. And again, it should look nice and symmetric. So a nice little double check there. If it's not perfect, that's okay. Like that little squiggle there. Okay, but that's it for that guy. This one here looks a little more challenging. Oh no, a fraction. Don't let it scare you. A is 1/3. B is 0. Now, careful. Chances are you might have thought 3 was B. Well, B always has an X. Okay? And it's not there. So really, it's 0. C, on the other hand, is by itself. C is 3, meaning we have the point 0, 3 right off the bat. Over 0, up. Careful with the scale here because it's in 2s, 3. Step 1. Step 2, find that old vertex. So -b over 2a. B is 0 over 2 times 1/3. Really, it's just going to be 0. And again, if you substitute 0 into our equation, we are just left with 3. So the y-coordinate of the vertex is still 3. Not helping us much, it's the same point. So I will again use my table in the calculator. And you want to put 0, 3 in the middle. We will go in increments. Since of this 1/3, if you go to your calculator and you pick actually -3 and 3, you get nice values as 6 and 6. And then you plot and you go over 6 or over 3, 2, 4, 6, and 2, 4, 6. So always refer to the table, get nice values there for yourself, and you should be good to go. Last one here, last two, sorry. Graph the function, label the vertex and axis of symmetry. Something a little bit new, not hard. Again, you should recognize A, B, and C. A is 1, B is -4, C is 2, meaning right off the bat, 0, 2 is on our graph. Down over 0, up 2. Find that old vertex. -b over 2a. Gonna keep saying it. -b over 2a is -4. Be careful. b is a -4. Okay, divided by 2 times a means we have 4 over 2. The x-coordinate is 2. Substitute that back into the equation. The y-coordinate then is 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 2. Shaking and baking that, you should have -2. Again, you have to substitute into both. I recommend parentheses. Our vertex is then 2, -2. Over 2 down -2. So right there. Axis of symmetry. Above I mentioned that it's the x of the vertex. So our axis of symmetry again splits the graph in half. And what's nice is if we kind of make it look symmetric, we don't even really need a table. You can just kind of graph and connect the points. Okay, that's okay if it looks like that, a little squiggly, sorry. Okay, but again, if you want to use a table in your graph, you can. Now, the axis of symmetry is a vertical line through the point 2. Again, the y-coordinate tells you max or min. The x-coordinate tells you the axis of symmetry. Not hard. Now, find the minimum value. Notice there's no graph here. That's because we don't need to graph. We just want the minimum. Well, Mr. D said something about the minimum being the y-coordinate of the vertex. So really, if you see this question, okay, find the minimum value, really it just means find the vertex. Okay, if you do that much, you've done even more work than what you need to do. Find the minimum means find the vertex. Okay, which means we need -b over 2a b is -6, so it's -6 all over 2 times 2. Mr. D, where are you getting all this stuff? From 2 and from -6. Okay? This here, be careful, is +6 over 4. It's a fraction. Don't be scared. Now, with the 3/2, that's only one part. Specifically, we need the y-coordinate of the vertex. So we need to substitute that back in to our equation. Y equals 2 times 3/2 squared minus 6 times 3/2 plus 6. Shaken and bacon. Be careful with all this. And you do get another 3/2 for y. So that means that the minimum is 3/2. Now, why is it a minimum? Well, notice that our graph is opening upwards. It's a +2, meaning that it opens up. Okay, so that's the minimum 3/2, again, from the y equals. It is the same as x, so it might be hard to see, but the minimum is the y of the vertex. Okay, easy peasy, really. There's a way to do it on the calculator. I'll show you in class, but awesome stuff. Thanks for watching the extras. Some D money for you tomorrow. So thanks, guys, and we will see you tomorrow.